Hey guys, I just wanted to make a little screencast here for you on some basic spreadsheet functions. So this is for lesson 2-2. So in the lesson, there's a link to a basics tutorial spreadsheet. So click that to open it. And you're going to want to make a copy. You can't edit that one. So go on to File and Make Copy, and you'll have your own copy. And you can click right on the name and erase the copy part and put your name at the end. Not my name, your name. Okay, so let's start with a couple of things here. We'll start with some formatting. So here you have some numbers that are just all random. Some of them have like 5 decimal places, some of them have none. So we're just going to round them all to 0 places. So you just highlight the numbers and click Format and then Number. And I'm going to go all the way to this 0 down here. And it just highlighted, or it just changed them all to have no decimal places. But if you look over here in the formula bar, you can see that the decimal places are still recorded there, but it just rounds for you visually. If you wanted to do some rounded currency, so I'm going to highlight these numbers here, and I want them to be money. So format, number, and there's 2 options for currency. I'm going to choose the rounded one. So that just makes them whole dollar values. But still, the pennies are recorded over here. You can see in the formula bar that they're still there. And we can do currency to 2 places. So I'm going to highlight those. Number. And then this time I'm just going to click the first currency option and just regular money. By the way, we're going to be dealing with money a lot, and you don't need to format the cells to have dollar signs, but I just wanted you to know how to do it. Okay, so percentages, I'm just going to highlight these random decimals, and this time we're going to select percent. So it just turns them all into percentages. This one was like 0.5430, so that's 54.3%. Okay, let's talk about some formulas. So let's say I have this number of students per class list here, and I want to know what's the sum of that list. So I'm going to click right here in the cell where I want that answer to be, and I'm going to start with enter. All formulas start with an enter, or it's not an enter, an equals. Okay, so I put an equal sign. And you can just start typing the thing you want it to do. So I'm going to write sum, S-U-M, and I see that it's already got a formula for that. So just click on that, and you've got your parentheses are open. And I'm just going to highlight my list and close my parentheses and just hit enter. That's it. That's the sum. Let's try doing the average, or mean. Another word for average is mean. So I'm going to hit equals. Always start with an equals. And then just start typing average, and I can see it right there, average. Now, instead of highlighting the cells, I can also just name the cells that I want. So I'm going to say, just to show you a different way, I'm going to call it A2 and then colon A8, because that's the whole list, and then close the parentheses. You can also find the maximum number, which I can see here is 22, but in a long list I might not know. So equals max. This one's going to come in handy if you have to make a histogram and you wanted to know what's the full range of the data that you have. Although I think you can also do range. Oh, you can do range, but it will just tell you the difference. It won't tell you the maximum and the minimum. All right, so minimum, same idea, equals min. Click on the formula, and I'll highlight the data this time. Simple as that. All right, there's another really cool feature you can use, which is to drag formulas down. That's going to be very handy. So let's say I just wanted to add these 2 cells together, the values in the cells. So I'm going to go equals this plus clicking right on it, equals. And I want to add up the next 2 numbers for this next cell and so on and so forth. but that's really boring and tedious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the cell that contains the formula, which you can see right up here. And actually, when you click on a cell, if you double click a cell containing a formula, it actually highlights all the cells involved in that formula. So I'm just going to keep it like this, and I'm going to grab this little square at the bottom, and I'm just going to drag it down to the next two cells. So what it did was, notice it changed the numbers here. It did D12 and E12, so that's D12 and E12. And then in this formula, it did D13 and E13. So it noticed that the row was different. So that's about it. I hope you understood, and if not, watch it again or ask me a question in a private thread.